Hello YouTube, and welcome to my comic book pickups for the week of November 8th, 2017. Okay amount of books this week. It seems like they're like dwindling down. I feel like I keep saying every week. It's not a big week, but yeah, I'm not seeing like a whole lot anymore that I'm picking up. There's not a lot ongoing from DC that I'm picking up. There's not a lot from Marvel ongoing that I'm picking up. It's mainly, Image and then number ones. There's a few things from Marvel and DC that I'm picking up every week, but not as much as it used to be at all. Which that happens. Sometimes there's series that you're more interested in at certain times and stuff like that. But it's just a little weird to go in and spend so much less than I normally do. But whatever. I'll just start out with the books I got. So I picked up Royal City number 7 there, and that's a homage cover to Weezer's self-titled first album, or the Blue Album, or whatever you want to call it. And yes, I strictly picked this up because of the cover. I've never read Royal City. I know what it's about and stuff, and it sounds cool, and I should probably start reading it now, but Jeff Lemire puts out some really cool stuff, and I just recently got into Sweet Tooth. I hadn't read that when it was coming out, but I picked up like I don't remember how many issues it was, but it was like a good amount, like 15 or so, something like that. One through like a complete like 1 through 15 or something like that. A little while ago, and that's really good. I like that a lot. I thought it was cool, and some other Jeff Lemire projects have been really cool and stuff too. But yeah, so pick this one up for the cover. I'm a big fan of this kind of music. I remember when this album came out and I was a little kid and I loved it. This and Deftones Adrenaline, I think, came out like right around the same time, and I just loved them both so much. That and Rage Against the Machine. I don't remember if it was their first album or if it was Evil Empire that came out around the same time as Weezer and the Deftones, but either way, like those 3 albums, like when I was little, like I think I was around like 12 or something maybe, those were very influential to me, and that was like got into that and then got into like punk and stuff after that. But you're not here to listen to my musical past, so did buy it for the Weezer cover, but it looks really cool. So this apparently came out and I completely forgot about it, and my local comic shop wasn't able to get it, so he finally bought a bunch from the writer or artist or whatever. But this is the Alien Toilet number 1. Alien Toilet, I honestly don't know if it's just called Alien Toilet or if it's Alien Toilet ATM or what. Alien Toilet Monsters, sorry. So Alien Toilet Monsters number 1. I've heard lots of cool things about this, and my local comic shop owner said a lot of cool stuff about it too. Apparently a lot of other sites have said that's a really cool book, so I'm excited to check that out. It sounds very interesting, so if anybody's read that or knows more about it, let me know, please. But I will read that. I guess it came out in September. Wow. So we're a little behind on that. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So got that Dark Knight Metal Batman Lost tie-in, whatever. Yeah, Dark Knight's Metal tie-in there. This is a big one, and it goes back to the $4.99 cover price, which I don't believe the last few were. I thought they were $3.99. I don't know what the reasoning for that is, but it does seem like a bigger book, and it looks cool either way. So excited to check that out. These have been cool so far. This looks really cool. I don't know what it's about, but that's Coyotes. I knew I was going to get it today, just looking through Midtown and stuff, and I like the cover, but again, I didn't read a synopsis or anything, so I'm not too sure what it's about, but it looks really cool on the cover art, so grab that. Port of Earth. So Port of Earth was another one. Just kind of saw it on Midtown. Definitely wanted to pick it up at my shop. so I did. Looks really cool and sci-fi-ish and stuff like that. So I'm really into that kind of thing. I'm not familiar with the writers or artists here, but Image put that out, and that's the first issue there. So looks cool. This is all stuff that I'm pretty excited about reading. That doesn't always happen to me. Sometimes it's just like I'm buying this, because I'm buying this, continuing my collection of this, or seeing where this book goes, or something like that. But a lot of this stuff is exciting to read. Looks exciting to read. Sorry. I don't remember seeing this on Midtown at all. But I just grabbed it in the shop. It's an Action Lab book. So those are pretty hit or miss in my opinion. They have some cool ones, but some of them are a little weird. So that's, I believe, the Harcourt Legacy, which I know nothing about. Running theme of this particular video today, I guess. Most of these I know nothing about. But yeah, I'm going to check that out. This was the variant cover. There was another cover. It was a little darker looking that I didn't grab. This was put out by Scout this week. Sorry, I'm trying not to get the glare on there. Garion. And then the subtext there is the chrysalis and the stone. The chrysalis? I don't know. Sorry, don't know how to read. So that was published by Scout. So I grabbed that. Okay, so here's one that I do have a little history with. So this would be Moon Knight. What number are we? 188? Okay. So Moon Knight 188. This is a very big issue of Moon Knight here. So we can try to see it without the glare on the bag and board there, or bag. It's a pretty cool cover. I really like Moon Knight a lot. I have the full Moon Knight run. The first volume and some of the minis and stuff like that. Of course the last volume that was out, that was very good too. Gosh, I'm trying to remember who wrote that, and it's like completely slipping my mind, and that's gonna kill me because it's a big name. I don't know. I'll think of it right when I'm done with the video, and it'll sound like I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyways, it was really good. Now this is written by Max Bemis, who Max Bemis did Centipede, which I was reading, and I made that my pick of the week, quite a while ago. Max Bemis also did Worst X-Men Ever, which was a mini, about a kid with really crappy mutant powers. And I can't remember now what else Max Bemis did. He did some independent stuff before he did anything at Marvel or anything like that. Either way, Max Bemis is the singer of a pop punk band called Say Anything. And then he also sings in a band called Two Tongues with Chris Conley from Saves the Day. Max Bemis has a very interesting perspective on things. Like I'm not gonna say he's like the best writer ever or anything, because I definitely don't think he is. But I'm not like a huge fanboy or anything like that. But he has like a very interesting perspective. He does battle with mental illness, and that comes out a lot, in his writing. So that might be a good thing, for Moon Knight. For someone writing Moon Knight to understand, some of that's going on with the character, or could be going on with the character, or whatever. So Moon Knight's always really good to read, because Moon Knight is pretty deep. Like, there's a lot going on there. It's not like your typical superhero or horror thing. Like, there's just a lot of layers that go back in Moon Knight. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this. This will probably be, I don't know, I feel like every one of these I want to be the first book I read this week, but that's impossible. So, but this looks very interesting, so hopefully it is. Hopefully Max Bemis does a good job with Moon Knight. I really hope he does, and he stays on board as a writer, at Marvel, and they're giving him big titles like this. I know we had Bendis leave, that was announced this week, and he is exclusive at DC now, which could be cool because, not to say anything bad about Bendis or anything like that, Bendis can be credited with doing a lot of really good work at Marvel, but I felt like his run was kind of up. Like it seemed like he was starting to lose his edge on things, in my opinion. Like it just didn't seem that interesting, anything he was doing anymore. So for him to go somewhere else and have another universe to play with, that might like reinvigorate him, and he might do some really cool work at DC. So that would be cool. I think, DC has, some very big names and some great writers and stuff, but I think that could be cool for him. That could be cool. So I'll leave, anything else out of that and just say that. I love Generation X. I've been reading this, so grabbed issue 8. Sorry. I thought we were all the way up to 11 already, and we're not. So issue 8 of Generation X is just a fun book. It's just a fun Marvel, book in the X-Men vein, or with the X-Men characters and stuff. I already did this, huh? Yes. So there's my 2 copies of that. Sorry. Okay, so that's what I picked up from my shop this week. A while ago, I had pre-ordered the Jughead the Hunger. I think it was Stadium Comics, like store variant or whatever. The number one's the Werewolf by Night 32 homage cover. And I don't know if any of you guys pre-ordered a copy or if you or anything, but there was this horrible email that came out from them. They sent us pictures and everything and said, the box was damaged. Like, I think there was only 500 copies of this book or something. The box got damaged, and they were like, pretty much all the comics are screwed. You can request a refund now, or we'll go ahead and mail you out your copies. So I was like, you know what? It's not too huge of an investment for me. So I'm going to go ahead and hope for the best and get mine. So that's what I did. I feel bad if anybody, did that, took the chance, and then got screwed on it. Luckily, I didn't. My books look fine to me. I could be like criticizing a little bit too much, and cover and stuff looks like maybe a little wavy in spots, but like that's nothing. Like I can press that out myself. Other than that, there's no damage, no spine damage, no color breaks, no ticks, nothing. Some of the pictures they showed, showed some damage just there along the spine, bad damage and stuff like that. I only ordered 2 copies from them, and they both look superb to me, so I'm very excited about that. I wasn't expecting this. I got my mail today, and I was like, oh, here's some comics, probably something I ordered off eBay or whatever, and I opened them up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my Jughead books, and I was like, wow, these look great. I thought they were going to look horrible, so there's the Jughead the Hunger number 1, the Werewolf by Night 32 cover swipe. Just a really cool looking book. So I'm very excited to have both of these in my collection. There's the second copy of it. Looks great though. Like nothing ever happened to him. So, maybe the guys felt bad, or maybe they were trying, for the, to really find good books on the people who didn't get a refund. I don't know what they did, but my 2 copies I'm very happy with. So there's those. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Got some new subscribers this week. Thank you so much for that, guys. Please, everybody, continue to subscribe, give a thumbs up, leave a comment. I think we're at 79 now, so we're 21 away from 100. Once we can hit 100, I'm going to do a random, raffle for a book, and one of you that subscribed will get an awesome comic book, shipped to you for free. So tell people about, the channel. Tell people to check out the videos if you can. Let's get it out there so we have people talking about comics and stuff like that more on YouTube, more on the internet. Start your own channel, do whatever. I'll gladly subscribe to it. I love comic book hauls and seeing what people get and seeing people talk about comic books. So thank you. Bye.